Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so happy to be joining you again today on the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel. Today's card is a fun little Easter card and I am using this gorgeous little bunny from the Like Gnome Other stamp set. So it's full of gnomes and I chose to use the bunny today and I used it 3 times. So that's why I have this long strip of cardstock in there. This is Clairefontaine DCP 250 GSM cardstock, and I'm stamping this bunny 3 times. So I'm just shifting my cardstock up every time so the bunny can stay in place. And I just look at the grid mat in my Misti and I count, I think, four squares up or 5 maybe. Just whatever works with your stamp. You can do this with any stamp, and you can also create a fun little border on a card by doing this, for example. So it's a really fun technique, and it's really easy to stamp a couple of images just all at the same time. I am using this bunny now, and I am using Memento Tuxedo Black ink to do this because that is a very black ink, and it's perfect for alcohol markers. And really the only thing that's left to do for this card is color in the bunnies, because my background is going to be just a piece of pattern paper. So this is most of the work done. I am just going to color these in as if they're chocolate bunnies, because I love me a chocolate bunny for Easter. That is the only thing I look forward to for Easter, is a whole bunch of chocolate. I'm using some really warm dark browns for this. And I just go back and forth with the colors until I get the finish I like, just a smooth blend and a whole lot of depth and shading. Now usually I would color the inside of the ears and those little details on the paws in a different color brown, in a lighter color brown, but I am coloring them like chocolate bunnies again, so I am trying to give them a little bit of depth. I am trying to make it look as if the details on the paws are just a little bit higher up on the bunny, and as if the ears are a little bit more indented in the chocolate bunny. Does that make sense? It made sense to me, and it makes sense when I look at it for how I colored it. I'm just really bad at explaining it. I'm sorry. So I colored all of these the same way. I am giving the teeth a little bit of a cream color because I don't know why, but I did it for all 3 bunnies. I am going for pastel colors for the eggs, and I'm just coloring over the dots because I'm going to bring them back to life with a white Posca paint marker, and that is going to easily go over the alcohol marker coloring. So it makes no sense to just avoid all of those dots and make my life a lot harder than it needs to be. I'm just coloring over them and I will deal with them later. Now the other bunnies I'm coloring in at the same time because that saves me from picking up the markers again and again. Yes, that's how lazy I am. I just use the same marker on both bunnies. When I'm done, I move on to the next marker. And yeah, it saves a little bit of time. If you're coloring in all of the images at once, you might as well just do all of the darker shades first and then move on at both images at the same time. I am giving these eggs different colors. I'm going for pastel pink and some blue as well. And those colors I am repeating in the flowers. I am coloring in the flowers in pink and in blue, and I used the same green as the egg for the leaves, and then I did pop in a little bit of yellow in the center of the flowers. Now with this Posca paint marker, you do have to keep it pretty much at a right angle when you're coloring in, so you're not seeing me put on those dots, but you've seen the result, so it's okay. Now I trimmed those out just with my scissors, but there are matching dies available, so you can use those as well. And to put this card together, like I said, I adhered a piece of pattern paper to my card base. I then die cut a rectangle, so I had a fun stitched detail edge all the way around. This one is from My Favorite Things. It's the double stitched rectangle die set. And then I can just arrange my bunnies on there. Now the easiest way to do this, I find, is to arrange them the way you like on there, and then adhere each one separately. So you keep them all in place. You back one of them with foam tape or with glue if you want. I just cut strips of double folded foam tape, so I have 2 layers of foam tape, but that just makes it easier to cut. That's why I fold it in half. And I just trim out a couple of pieces for all of the bunnies, and that's also a little bit more efficient, so I don't have to trim each piece for each bunny separately. I did cut tiny slivers of foam tape for the ears and for the little paws, so they are definitely not going to crease in the mail. They are definitely going to stay up. And with all of the bunnies in place, I can just line up that green one, or the one with the green egg, and everything is going to align perfectly. Now all that's left to do is adhere the other ones. I skipped through that a little bit because it's very repetitive. And that's it. I did make a matching envelope, but as I spoiled last week, I didn't do it on camera. I'm sorry. But it's just a really simple light blue envelope. And that's my card. A lot of dimension and very cute Easter bunnies, chocolate bunnies. Who doesn't love them? I hope you like this card, and I hope you like the Meraki cheer release. I am still having a lot of fun crafting with it, and I can't wait to make more cards with this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.